Before we proceed, dear friends, subscribe to my channel Omkar Engineering Classes. Press bell icon, like it and share it. Using submultiple angle. Submultiple angle formulae. Determine values of sine 22 and half, cos 22 and half, comma tan 22 and half, sin 67 and half, cos 67 and half, tan 67 and half, comma 18 degree, sin 18, cos 18, tan 18, etc. First, for sin 22 and half and cos 22 and half, we know that sin square theta is equals to 1 minus cos 2 theta upon 2, and cos square theta is equals to 1 plus cos 2 theta upon 2. Here theta is equals to 22 and half, that is, or equal to 22.5. Therefore 2 theta is equals to 22.5 into 2 is equals to 45 degree. Substitute value of theta is equals to 22 and half and 2 theta is equals to 45 in above two formulas. We get sin square theta 22 and half is equals to 1 minus cos 45 divided by 2, cos square 22 and half is equals to 1 plus cos 45 upon 2. Cos 45 is equals to 1 upon root 2. Then 1 minus 1 upon root 2 divided by 2. 1 plus 1 upon root 2 divided by 2. Then taking square root on both sides, here as well as on this side also, taking square root, then sin 22 and half is equals to square root 1 minus 1 upon root 2 divided by 2, and cos 22 and half is equals to square root 1 plus 1 upon root 2 divided by 2 is equals to root 2 minus 1 divided by 2 root 2 is equals to root 2 plus 1 divided by 2 root 2. These are the values of sin 22 and half and cos 22 and half. Then tan 22 and half is equals to sin 22 and half divided by cos 22 and half is equals to sin 22 and half is root 2 minus 1 divided by 2 root 2 whole divided by root 2 plus 1 divided by 2 root 2. Denominator of both term is same, so cancel these two terms. We get root 2 minus 1 divided by root 2 plus 1 multiplied and divided by root 2 minus 1 root 2 minus 1. Then tan 22 and half is equals to root 2 minus 1 whole divided by root 2 plus 1 into root 2 minus 1 divided by root 2 plus 1 minus 1. Then numerator term has same value, therefore root 2 minus 1 bracket square, and in the denominator there is one term is having plus sign and another term having negative sign. Using formula a plus b, a minus b is equals to a square minus b square. Therefore, then root for these two terms, root 2 square minus 1 square 1. Then the final result is square root and square cancel each other. Root 2 minus 1 divided by root 2 square is 2. 2 minus 1, 1 divided by 1. Therefore, tan 22 and half is equals to root 2 minus 1. Tan a upon 2 is equals to 1 upon root 3. Find sin a comma cos a. According to submultiple angle formulae, sin a is equals to 2 tan a upon 2 divided by 1 plus tan square a upon 2, and cos a is equals to 1 minus tan square a upon 2 divided by 1 plus tan square a upon 2 is equals to substitute value of use of tan a upon 2 which is given here, which is given in the given example. Then sin a is equals to 2 into 1 upon root 3 whole divided by 1 plus tan square a upon 2. So tan a is 1 upon root 3. 1 upon root 3 bracket square. Similarly, cos a is equals to 1 minus 1 upon root 3 bracket square whole divided by 1 plus 1 upon root 3 bracket square. Then, taking LCM, we get 2 upon root 3 divided by 1 plus 1 upon 3. Root 3 square is 3 is equals to, similarly for the cos a, right hand side. 1 minus 1 upon 3, 1 plus 1 upon 3. Then 2 root 3, 2 upon root 3 into 3 divided by 3 plus 1. LCM is 3 is equals to 3 minus 1 divided by 3, 3 plus 1 divided by 3, 3 get cancelled. Then 2 root 3, 3 split into 2 parts, 3 is equals to root 3 root 3. Therefore 1 root 3 get cancelled. Then remaining term is 1 root 3. So 2 root 3 divided by 4 is equals to 2 divided by 4 is equals to 1 upon 2 are the values of sin A and cos A. Hello friends, if you have any query or you want to solve the sum based on the topic included in my video, you can send it on my email ID. Have a good